Hey everyone, this is Tim from YourSixGaming. Today in this video, I'm going to go and show you some of the best controller settings for Deep Rock Galactic when you're on the PlayStation, PC, or the Xbox. So let's go ahead and jump in the video right now. So I am playing Deep Rock Galactic on my PlayStation 5, and I have some cool settings on here, but some of them aren't very useful, like the motion control, where I can use my controller and just literally aim where I want it, and I don't have to use the thumbsticks. Now, this could be really cool in theory, but it doesn't really work in all directions very well. For me, it only works up and down. So, how would we go ahead and get the best controller settings? So let's press options and then go over to the options button right here and select that with X. Now, under gameplay, what we could do is increase the field of view. I highly suggest just upping this to the maximum 119, or if you can get to 120, go ahead and do that. This will give you a larger field of view on your screen where you can see more. So that's very important. You would be able to see more bugs running up on you, more minerals and stuff to go ahead and collect. So just try that. You'll see more on your screen. And then let's go on down to view bob and camera shakes. I would say lower that so your screen doesn't shake or bob. That just gets annoying. So I'd say pretty much turn this off or just lower it to the point where it's not really a problem. I think the default is around 50. So this will prevent camera shaking and all that fun stuff. So now let's go over to controls. And the most important thing under here is inner dead zone. Go ahead and just decrease this inner dead zone as far as you can to maybe like 1 or 2%. This will also help with your accuracy when you're in the menu like this, just using the cursor on your controller. Your thumbstick won't have so much delay in it, so it'll be more sensitive to movement. If you go ahead and up this, you'll notice like it takes a lot more for your thumbstick to actually register a movement with the cursor. So if you have it at 1%, it's a lot easier to like actually accurately move around the screen here. Then for aim sensitivity, try putting around 60 to 70%, and I left the aim acceleration at 50. I may up that at some point, but it seems like the default of 50 is pretty good. Vibration skills, good where it's at. I just increased this to track out and try out the vibration on my DualShock 5 controller, or my DualSense controller is what it's called now. Then under here, go ahead and uncheck mark motion control, so when you move your controller up and down, left and right, it doesn't detect the motion sensors in the controller. Then touchpad is preference. I kind of like use the touchpad sometimes when I'm in the actual game looking at the map. So if I back out of this screen, press this, I can use the touchpad to zoom in, zoom out, and move around. It's kind of cool, but in other areas it's just easier to use the actual thumbstick itself. So I guess that one is preference. You can increase the sensitivity for that a little bit more if you want. Now let's go back to options and scroll on down under here. Let's go back to controls. And then I use the adaptive triggers. Those are kind of cool. I like when my gun gets to the point where it's jammed, I can't press the R2 button anymore. That's actually really cool. This game, it seems like it has really good 3D audio and actually uses the DualSense controller very good compared to like every other PlayStation 5 game I've played so far. Like my gun jams, I can't press the R2 button to fire anymore and I have to reload, and it gets a little bit more tense as I like get to the end of my magazine. It's actually really cool. I'm glad they put that feature in there and they did the extra time for that. Then under here, you may want to go ahead and put grappling hook auto switch on or zipline launcher auto switch on. You can test that out. For audio, I didn't do anything under here. Same thing with UI. Graphics, I just have it on fidelity, so I use 4K instead of just the performance, which is I think like 120 frames per second at 1080p. You can increase the gamma if you want to increase the brightness on your screen. Privacy, I didn't do anything under here. So those are the controller settings I'm using right now in Deep Rock Galactic. They seem like they work out. So if this video did indeed help you out, go ahead and leave it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below for tech help videos coming up next on YourSixGaming.